So if you have ever wondered how so many people all across the world are making money with Amazon, then stay tuned, because in this video, I'm going to be showing you step by step how you can get started and start making passive income using Amazon FBA. And contrary to popular belief, it does not take that much of an investment and it is not that complex. So in this video, let's get started. So once again, this is simply an overview. I want to zoom out and show you the entire business model so that you can easily understand it and digest it so that it makes sense. You see every single step along the path so that once you can actually implement this and actually put yourself in that situation, it's very easy to understand. That way, as opposed to being super zoomed in, you can actually digest it. All right, so first things first, Amazon and private label, starting a business that's going to be through FBA, Amazon's fulfilled by Amazon platform, meaning that Amazon is going to fulfill the order. Once you post a product online, someone clicks it, purchases it, they are going to send it out to the end customer. And so this process is extremely front loaded. Now, what do I mean by that? Front loaded meaning that you have to put a lot of effort and a lot of hours before you even see your very first sale. Now, you may be looking at that as an obstacle, but I'm here to tell you that having a business model that is extremely front-loaded means that the passive income, once you have the business set up, is going to keep flowing even when you sleep. And that is why Amazon FBA is so passive and so lucrative and profitable once you get it set up. And here's the thing, there's very little maintenance down the line once you have it set up, so it becomes very easy to sustain. And the only really thing that you have to do is just simply reorder the units from your manufacturer and keep the sales moving slowly so that you do not stock out. Now, the very first step is finding a profitable product. This is very important. You have to find a product that has good profit margins. Anywhere from 30 to 50% is what I recommend, because that allows you to get the most return for your money. Now, with that being said, the next thing you have to look for is products that are private labelable. Products that you can private label, meaning that you can stick your brand onto the product so that when you sell it, a customer buys it, they get your product that is branded and that has your brand on it. Now, this is not completely essential, but it does allow you to establish a brand down the line and eventually maybe even sell it, get a multiple 7, 6-figure, even 8-figure exit if you have a good enough sales history. So that is very, very important. The next thing is a product that is not too competitive. Now, what do I mean by this? You can go on Amazon right now and you will see multiple categories that have the top products having thousands and thousands of reviews all the way down the first page, second page. Those are categories that you do not want to enter. You want to see a category that has, okay, yes, it may have a couple of players with high reviews, but there are also new players who have under 500 reviews or under 250 reviews. It really doesn't depend on the category, but a new player who has under 500 reviews who's actually making money. Because if everybody on that specific search term has thousands and tens of thousands of reviews, it's going to be very, very hard for you to actually rank in that category. I'm going to have more in-depth videos on how to find a profitable product, but once again, you want to be making good profit margins and the category is not too competitive. And obviously you want it to have high demand. Now, lots of categories on Amazon are in high demand. So step number 2, we have to get our product sourced. And the website that I like to use and that all Amazon sellers use is going to be Alibaba. Now, why is this? Alibaba is going to allow you to get your product sourced from China and allow you to get a very, very competitive and a cheap price for that product. You simply go on Alibaba and you search in the product that you are trying to get manufactured, and you want to contact 20 to 30 suppliers. Yes, 20 to 30. Now, why is this? You want to make sure that you are getting the best price for the best production with the best materials. Now, you will see that once you contact more players, you will see that multiple manufacturers will use this material, some will use that material, some will use a lower material, and so you want to be getting the best material for the best price. Some manufacturers will be charging you bank just for a very simple product. And so you want to contact enough people so that you can see the entire market of manufacturers, see the best materials for the best price that can actually help you get your innovation. You want to make sure that they can actually fix the issues with the potential product that you're going to sell. And if your product does not have issues, you want it to be the best value, whether it's in terms of materials, whether it's bundling with another product, or whether it's simply just making sure that that product looks better than everything else. And so after you have contacted 20 to 30 suppliers, after you have found a supplier that can do your innovation for a good price with good materials that's going to outcompete the competitors, we want to move on to the third step, actually making a listing on Amazon's catalog. Now, this is one of the most important steps because this will allow you to have your title, your pictures, and your bullet points. Now, in order for you to ever get sales on Amazon, you have to get clicks. They have to scroll through all the products, find your product, click it, and purchase it. So in getting that initial click and in having a great click-through rate, you have to have an amazing first picture. Now, this is unnegotiable. If you do not have a great first picture, you are not going to get clicks and your chances of success are none. Now, there are a ton of websites that actually provide very professional grade pictures for a cheap price. Now, one that I've used in the past, not sponsored, is OutlineMatic.com, but you can simply search in a Google search, professional product pictures for Amazon, and a lot of search terms will pop up to websites that actually do this professionally. With that being said, you can get a very, very high quality, irresistible first picture image, as well as the other images in your listing. Now, in your listing, you have the title, which you're going to make based on other titles and specific search term keywords that you can use and find using a tool called Helium 10 that will point you to these highest search terms that you want to include in your title and in your bullet points. So we have the picture that we have professionally edited. We have the title that has keywords that are being searched for. And now we have the bullet points. Now, this is where you actually describe what your product is, how it's going to solve the customer's problems. And you also want to have in your listing bullet points specific SEO keywords that you have searched for using Helium 10. Now, this is going to help you rank in the algorithm of Amazon, help your product. When someone searches for your specific product, you have a lot of keywords embedded naturally into the listing that are going to help you rank in the algorithm. Now, in the future, I will go over specific points that you need to have in your listing to create incredible conversion rates in customers' heads, to have all of the SEO techniques that you need to have, and that is very easy to make. Now, this is the fun step. You get to actually wait for sales. Now, this is the step where you actually make money. You want to send your manufacturers the barcodes to put on the products, and he's going to send all your units to Amazon's fulfillment center where they will fulfill orders once you start getting sales. Now we have to wait, get sales, and then simply contact him on a regular basis to simply reorder and make sure you do not fall out of stock. So once again, Amazon FBA is a very passive process and a very passive model, but you have to get the business set up correctly. So once again, this is the simplified version, and there are more steps along the process that I will be covering in future videos. So make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notification. Now, as you've seen, Amazon FBA is a very, very front-loaded business model, meaning you have to put the hours into the process in order to have passive income. But here's the thing, once it's passive, it is passive, and you can make thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars every single month by doing very, very little work. And so that is the beauty of Amazon. After you set it up, it works for you and will be very, very lucrative in the future. Make sure to comment down below on what you want to see me cover next, and I will be able to go into each of these small individual steps in actual detail so that you can do them at home and follow me step by step. If you made it this far in the video and you're still a little confused on where you should start, then make sure to check out this video right here where I'll break down exactly how to do product research as a beginner.